don't see the light of day. Looking up to higher ground, thinking that'll be a sweet escape. These days gotta schedule the romance. They say that love is a slow dance. A short bike ride to the crib using no hands. Oh shit, it feel like I'm floating, but I'm falling with both eyes closed when I let the world spin. Testing the water, she got my nerves tense. Back when I ain't even have a purpose, I was so eager to learn some things. Anxiety bring out the worst in me. Society paint me as enemy. My niggas making it by that remedy. I'm more occasional, don't do it regularly. Backs under my eyes.
Guys, good morning. Today is a good day. I'm getting ready for some judo, getting my coffee here. Today I wanted to talk about if you're starting judo or if you already started judo, some tips, things that as a black belts would have known when we first started. So let's get started.
So what I wish I knew about judo when I started judo is how much failure is a part of the process, right? When you start judo, all you're worried about is the throws, how beautiful you are, how beautiful they are, how much throwing you can do, how many angles you can take, all those things. That's not what happens. The first thing you learn when you start judo is how to fall. And that's for a reason, you know? Every single day I stepped on the mat and tried to be successful, I had to fail over and over and over and over again to get there. Sometimes your failures last for months. And that teaches you that your success is gonna last for a lifetime. It just has to be earned first. And when you stop fearing the fall, when you stop fearing the failure, you give yourself permission to succeed. And that's what judo is all about. Getting thrown, getting back up. You fall 7 times, you stand up 8. As long as you stand up, as long as you don't quit, success is inevitable. And that's the beauty of judo. You don't get to black belt because you're a great athlete or because you have all these great throws. You get to black belt because you stood up more times than you got thrown down.
Ok, so, algo que hubiera querido saber antes de comenzar a entrenar judo, pues para mí es difícil decir algo en específico porque el judo es the gentle way, el camino a la suavidad. So, tú no estás preparado para esto. Yo no conocía el judo, pero gracias al judo pues yo he aprendido muchas cosas. Si te caes 9 veces tienes que levantarte 10. There's no failure, only success. Hay un solo camino y es el entrenamiento, hard working, todos los días. And that's what's about judo, you know. If you fall 10 times, you get out 11 times. You push yourself. You don't always letting be down, and then you get rise up in a whole different level. So that's what judo about. That's the beauty of judo. You don't know how to expect and what to expect, but when you're into it, you go all the way in. So, eso es lo bonito del judo, que te enseña muchas cosas y estamos aquí para aprender.
I think when I first started judo, I was in a small judo club, very local down the street. And I think I got better by going to different gyms and going against different people. And I think that when you're starting judo, learn your basics first, maybe in the first 6 months, and kind of go with new people. Sometimes you feel a little bit stuck because you're going with the same people all the time and you know each other's moves and techniques, especially the coach. Especially here, I like to go ahead and give the opportunity for other coaches to teach, not just me, because I feel like there's different variations of judo. So I do encourage you, if you're starting judo, that I wish I did, was try to go ahead and seek out different places to do judo. And when you guys are seeking out different places, doing different randori with different types and different styles of judo, and that's honestly how you get better, and that's how you get confident. Because sometimes when you're in the session or in your class that you're so used to, you do get, it's normalized. It's very normal to go with your friend. But when you go with someone very new, it could be very terrifying. So I would say that when you guys do judo, try to go ahead and seek out other people, other gyms, other camps. And a good one is tournaments, going to tournaments. And that's how you get better. But always remember your basics, always remember your foundation in your practices.
I wish I would have knew the amount of injuries you will sustain and how to prevent them, because you just constantly get injured in judo. Fortunately for me, I haven't torn my meniscus or ACL or nothing crazy like that, but you're always bruised and sore. And I wish they would have taught me more about just training safely.
What's one tip is there anything you can think of that you would like to have known that would have kept you from like a knee injury or an elbow injury or something like that?
A lot of these injuries come from like tangling the leg, so I think practicing the technique and really understanding how to do it will help prevent injuries. Try to don't tangle the leg or lock out your knee. Be careful to your training partner. Usually get injured as a lower belt, or you usually get injured by lower belts. So try to train with people who like higher belts and what you're doing. Should help you out.
Good instruction.
Mark, what's one thing that you wish you knew when you did judo?
I wish that I had known that there were many ways to do every throw. Because when I was learning, I was just taught, this is the way you do this throw, this is the way you do this throw. And I guess I was a kid at the time, so partly it was to do with being a kid and learning kid judo. But unfortunately, those habits stick with you as you become a senior. And then it's very hard to get rid of them. And I just wish that I'd been taught more advanced judo at a lower level so that I could have started to soak that in. So we say in England there are many ways to skin a cat. And I'd never heard of a split Ippon Seoinage with a split entry. That changed everything for me. And then nobody ever taught it to me. I saw it on a video.
柔道は一見パワーを使って相手を投げ飛ばす印象があると思うんですけど、実はすごく頭を使うスポーツで、だからパワーとスピードとか技術とかいろいろなものが組み合わさって強くなっていくものなので、それをもっと理解して練習できたらよかったなと思います。
Something I wish I would have done more of is compete. So there's a big gap there. When I finished my juvenile A and I was juvenile B, a cadet, I was always told I was a late bloomer, which I was because I had a birthday at the end of the year. And so I was always told, hey, this is a building year, this is a building year. So I went and skipped competitions thinking it was a development year. But probably the best thing that would have been for my development was to compete. And even though I probably would have lost to bigger, stronger dudes, just getting that experience competing, I think that would have benefited me in the long run.
Oh, it's super easy. You can get up.